I withdrew from the one-sided and very expensive Paris Climate Accord. It's a one-way street. We paid $500 million a year, and China paid $39 million a year. I said, that doesn't sound good. They have 1.4 billion people. And they called me and they said, we'll let you in for the same 39 million. I said, well, we should be much less than 39. We should be, but I didn't even want to do that because I'm not going to talk. I said, I'll think about it. And when Biden came in, he agreed to go back into the World Health for $500 million. You could have gotten it for 39 million, Joe. That's why you're not president any longer, I guess. Withdrew from the one-sided and very expensive Paris Climate Accord. It's a one-way street. You know, under that accord, we pay $1 trillion. Think of it. We pay $1 trillion. They pay nothing. China doesn't pay anything. India doesn't pay anything. Russia doesn't pay. We just pay everybody. It's like a health organization, and every deal is no good. But we're changing it. We terminated health. You know, on the World Health, we paid $500 million a year, and China paid $39 million a year. I said, that doesn't sound good. They have 1.4 billion people, and nobody knows what the hell our number is because so many people pour into our country. We used to say like 325. I have no idea. We'll figure it out eventually, but let's put it this way. It should be substantially less than 1.4. But let's say we have 325 million, they have 1.4, we're paying 500 million. And these aren't, I mean, relative to government, these aren't huge numbers, but this is an example of what happens when you have bad government, when you have incompetent people. So I would explain this, and they called me and they said, we'll let you in for the same 39 million. I said, well, we should be much less than 39. We should be, but I didn't even want to do that because I'm not going to talk. I said, I'll think about it. And it was very public. And when Biden came in, he agreed to go back into the World Health for $500 million. He could have gotten, I mean, it's a lot of money. You could have gotten it for 39 million, Joe. That's why you're not president any longer, I guess. No, he could have had it for 39. They were standing there. It was very public. But he took the 500 million instead, because he never laid in bed at night sweating, tossing and turning like half of these governors. Not all of them probably, but half of them. It's sweating, how are we going to do a great job? He never did that. But that's just a case study in, you know, how not to run. Because, you know, if we had people at that level that would have negotiated. I bought a plane. It's really two planes, Air Force One. Now, if Boeing would build the damn thing, it would be nice, too. We don't build like we used to. We don't build too fast. I gave the order out about 6 years ago. They're still waiting. Getting a little tired of it. I gave a fixed-price deal, but it was $5.7 billion. I negotiated with Boeing. It took about 2 months, and I got the 5.7 down to $4 billion. Actually, 1 penny less than 4. I said, it has to have a 3 on it. And he said, you want from 5.7 to 3? I said, yeah, 3 on it, meaning it has to start with a 3. And after about 2 months of saying, no, 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 it has to have a 3, has to have a 3, he called up, he said, sir, $3 billion, I want, and this is what happened, $3,999,999,999 and 99 cents, 1 penny less. I said, you have a deal. But we saved $1.7 billion just by negotiating. And in all fairness, most of you can do that, and some of you do it. Some of you do, you know, you have surplus states, you have incredible states, and you have to do that because every time somebody sends you a bill, they expect to be negotiated. And in the past administration, and sometimes I guess in this it happens because people don't care. You know, Elon talks about caring. Caring is very important, and they have to care. If they care, they say, no, no, I'll pay you. They'll send you a bill for $10,000, and you say, nope, I'll give you 5. And they'll say, no way, no way, no way, and you'll end up paying 6 or 7 or something. But all you have to do is care a little bit and try and get it down. And literally every contract, I think there's not a contract that's sent in government that I couldn't come, and that many of you couldn't cut, and cut very substantially. And boy, what a difference it would make for the government. I terminated the Green New Scam, one of the great scams in the history of our country. I canceled Joe Biden's insane electric vehicle mandate, saving our auto industry from destruction. That was an easy one. And all of this helps to combat inflation and bring down costs. We're bringing down costs way down. We're going to bring up jobs. Companies pouring in. We're going to have announcements over the next 3-4 weeks that you're not going to believe from some of the biggest companies in the world, and the numbers are staggering. Hundreds of billions of dollars of investment, hundreds and hundreds, trillions of dollars when you add it up, to slash hundreds of billions of dollars in waste and fraud. We're talking about also an abuse. I've created, as you possibly have read just a little bit, the Department of Government Efficiency. And here are just some of the things that we've paid. And we've stopped, and we've gotten the money back. $520 million for a consultant to do ESG, that's environmental, social, and governance investments in Africa. $525 million. $25 million to promote biodiversity conservation and social responsibility behavior in Colombia. $40 million to improve the social and economic inclusion of sedentary migrants. Nobody even knows what the hell it means. $42 million for social and behavioral change in Uganda. $10 million for Mozambique medical male circumcision. We're doing circumcisions in Mozambique to the tune of approximately $12 million. $14 million for improving public procurement in Serbia. $486 million to the Consortium for Elections and Political Process Strengthening, including $22 million for inclusive and participatory political process in Moldova, and $21 million for voter turnout in India. Why are we caring about India turnout? We got enough problems. We want our own turnout, don't we? Can you imagine all that money going to India? I wonder what they think when they get it. Now, it's a kickback scheme. You know, it's not like they get it and they spend. They kick it back to the people that send it, I would say, in many cases. Many of these cases, anytime you have no idea what we're talking about, that means there's a kickback, because nobody has any idea what's going on there. $29 million to strengthen the political landscape in Bangladesh. Nobody knows what they mean by political landscape. What does that mean? $20 million for fiscal federalism and $19 million for biodiversity in Nepal. $47 million for improving learning outcomes in Asia. What the hell do I care about? We got a lot. We got enough problems. And all of this is terminated. We terminated this stuff, and we're on the track. And by the way, so many others I could read all night long, but so many were so terrible, and some were actually disgusting. And I know you're eating your dinner, so I didn't want to do that. But we're draining the swamp. And you know, one of them was $100 million for condoms for Hamas. You heard about that. 50 and 50. It's 50 million, and then they decided they needed more condoms, so they sent another 50 million. So it's 100 million condoms for Hamas. But now that's the good stuff. Here's even worse. Social Security. As you know, generally speaking, people don't live to be over 100 years old. We all will, I think, 120, 130, hopefully. But, you know, you hate when you get near that number. It's like, let's hope we can live to length like this.